Our next guest was heavily in debt after just 1 year in college, but he wasn't about to let it get worse.
That's right. Marco LaRock ended up graduating debt-free, and now he's sharing his wisdom in this new book with a straightforward title, Screw College Debt: How to Go to College Without Breaking the Bank. Everyone wants to do that. Marco has 10 tips for avoiding student loans. Welcome to the Morning Blend.
Welcome. Thank you guys very much for having me.
We're so excited to see you. I love the title of your book. You just kind of lay it out there.
Well, we just want to screw it. We don't want it.
No holding punches.
Yeah.
It's true. You had a lot of things going against you. You were an international student, so there was no financial aid available to you. You had out-of-state tuitions.
Correct.
Yet you graduated debt-free. You paid all of that off while you were in college.
Correct.
How did you do it?
Well, it was tough, to be honest with you. Like you say, I was an international student. No financial aid.
Where are you from?
West Africa, Togo.
West Africa, Togo.
Just a little tiny country.
Okay.
You can sometimes barely miss it on a map.
Okay, yeah. When you said Togo, I thought of Tiffany's email, the Togo.
Oh,
yeah, Togo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I came to a point where I was going to Bellevue University in Nebraska, where, I come to a point where my parents, they cut me off.
They cut you off?
They cut me off. So I was like, okay, I have to go to community college. That's one way. I was working two part-time jobs because I wasn't allowed to work a full-time job anyway. So I was working two part-time jobs and going to college. So basically those are the two ways, that get me through.
Well, in your 10 tips for parents to help kids navigate the college debt scene, one of the things you suggest is community college.
Correct. Yeah.
It doesn't seem as cool as going to a Big Ten school or, some Ivy League school.
Yeah. What I like the most about community college is 2 years. It's cheap. You get the experience, and then you can start working while going to 4 years.
Gotcha. What was your degree in?
Accounting.
Accounting.
Whoa,
Correct.
You're one of those.
So you needed, and you ended with a 4-year, correct?
Yes. I went to get my associate, and I went back, to the 4 years to get my bachelor. So when I get off from my 2 years of community college, I took 1 year off. I worked my butt off and went back so I can pay my tuition.
I like
and you probably appreciated it a lot because you did it yourself.
Exactly. And then, you know what, also, when you do it yourself, you're more responsible. You pay off your pocket, it's your money. You are more focused.
Absolutely.
But when you have too many options out there, you you get confused, you do this and that, and then that's where you get lost.
You say that higher education is an investment. How do you see that as being so?
Well, it is an investment because we have to think that mind that when you're going to college. First of all, why are you going to college? Why? There's a lot of kids out there don't know why they're going to college. They go in there, they're playing, they're dropping, they're spending all those money, they're wasting money. So first of all, look into it why am I going to college? What I'm going to do with it? How much is going to cost me, not for 1 year, but for 4 years? And then what kind of salary I'm going to get after I get out? Because to me, it does not make sense to get out with the deal $90,000 and make $31,000 a year.
Right.
There is no way. Screw that.
Yeah, right? But that happens to a lot of people because maybe they go to the college, the alma mater of their family. Maybe it's a private college. They take in all this debt because they're middle class, so they take it all on. You say the average debt that a student graduates with is $30,000.
Correct.
That, I think, it can seem insurmountable to some people, but yet small in the grand scheme of things as well, if you are getting a good job after that. But I think most college students don't go to college knowing what they want to do. They're trying to figure it out, figure out how to learn, how to network, and maybe where they fit in the process. Is that okay?
That's where the parents have to come into the game. The earlier you start planning with your kids, the better they're going to be off. Have this conversation with the kids, get them engaged. Okay, what kind of degree do you like? Then have the kid research that whatever it is. You can go to intern, you can go talk to people already in that profession, ask them questions. So that way they can be in that mood, in that environment, mentally.
One of the things you suggest is that people investigate prepaid college.
Correct.
Never heard of that before. What is that?
Prepaid college is just like a way you go to a certain university, you prepay, to this price, and then you have your kids go for college in the future.
So some colleges offer that.
Correct.
You also say college isn't for everyone.
No, it's not.
So as parents and as a student, you have to really think through, hey, maybe college isn't for me, and that's okay. Why go spend all this money?
Yeah. You know, I say all the time, the same way that society needs lawyers, doctors, we need welders, we need electricians. You know, I know some electricians, they have great living, you know, they are very successful. And at the same time, you have people who get their MBA today, they're unemployed. So the conversation is, we want to be happy in life. You know, we want to be happy in life. So college is not for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's true in smaller towns, especially like my hometown, a lot of people didn't go off to college because they did take over the family plumbing business or, you know, things like that. And they've made a phenomenal living, or they're in agriculture, so they took over the family farm, things like that. And some did go off to get a business degree, so maybe they were better at managing the family farm or things like that. Lastly, you say invest in a 529 plan and invest in a Roth IRA. IRA.
Yeah,
IRA. And that's one of those things on the accounting side you say really does help people.
Yeah, you know, as a parent, you know, we have a 10-month-old, you know, daughter, you know, almost 12-month-old, you know. So things we did right away when she was born, we opened like a 529 plan. Start investing for that kid education. You know, that's one great way. You can also, people sometimes with like, okay, what if my kids get to that place that want to go to college? Then I'm screwed with my 529 plan because I have to pay that 10% penalty on it if you don't use it for education purposes. Well, you can transfer that money to the other sibling. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or, you know, you can open a Roth IRA. You can use it for yourself if your kid doesn't want to go to college. But the bottom line is, as a parent, first, invest in yourself. Mind your retirement account first, because you cannot finance retirement.
That's right.
You know,
that is
so
a great
almost
point.
make sure, like, you know, you take care of yourself first, because kids can go for scholarships. They can get grants. They can work while they're in college. So look at those options first. There's tons of scholarships out there for kids to do.
The bottom line, to use your word, as a parent, don't screw your own retirement to pay for your kids' college.
Exactly.
Really good
Look
advice.
out for yourself,
Thank
too.
you so much.
MarcoLarock.com is the website for Screw College Debt. That's how you can get his book. Thanks for being here, Marco.
Thank you for having me.
Great to meet you. Thank you.